Start streaming. How bad does it lag? Wow, what a beaut. What a beaut. This is gonna be quite the strange beginning to a stream. Okay, hold still. Alright, I got him. Welcome everybody to the stream, unless this is, well, assuming this is sort of being saved, the whole thing, to the channel later at some point. This is, I know, a very odd introduction, being underwater. But in this stream I want to sort of talk about, and this is a very cliche thing, but I want to just do a channel update kind of thing, and explain where I'm at with the next evolution guides, and survival stories, specifically. And also what happened to the series, so I'll sort of talk about that. Okay, I'm not getting any hit markers. Okay. Sweet. Whoa. For anybody just tuning in, welcome to the stream. Hello, Monica. Welcome, welcome. Right now, I am knocking at a mosa with Nacho. This is completely out of nowhere. There is not enough context for this. I should probably be in the base starting something like this. Nonetheless, it's also 11 p.m. That sort of has an impact on things. Do you remember me? Yep, I do remember you, Monica. Hello, Crex Smith. Only 4 people. Yeah, I think it's just really late, and also, like, it's certainly bizarre that I'm streaming out of nowhere. We have 2 Monicas. Wow. Okay. How, do Moses have a lot of torpor? Yeah, guys, so basically, I'm just gonna be sort of explaining, what's going on right now with the channel over a very relaxed format. I was thinking of releasing or just uploading a short video talking about it for like 10 minutes, but figured I'd stream just to see where everything's at on YouTube at 11 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. CST. Don't worry, Monica, he was talking to me, I think. Okay. How's this? Ah, is it like a third or quarter or something? Hello, Pikachu God. Welcome back to the stream at 11 p.m. This is... I'm surprised anyone's here right now. It's quite late. Very, very, very late. Hello, Nolan. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the game? How's the audio? Does it work? I should check that myself, actually. Hear me okay? Yep, it definitely works. Hello, church family shenanigans. I've seen you many times in the comments. How's it going? Good evening, Mama Java. Sleep is for the weak, and I'm currently trying to get the motivation to actually do. You have homework? That's interesting. Suppose you're not on break then? Back on that explore note grind. I'm addicted, man. Addicted to what? to the videos? Okay, I'm not hitting any of these. Yeah, so listen up, guys. I'm gonna explain what happened. So basically, I'm the kind of ARC player that's not at all unique as far as dedicated ARC players go. When I start a playthrough, well, it doesn't necessarily happen or have to happen at the beginning, but when I start playing ARC and I start a new playthrough, there's usually some point where I really get into it, and when I really get into it, I just play way too much, like many hours a day, and unfortunately, it is very difficult for me to record and edit videos when I'm playing as often as I do. It wasn't as much of a problem early on in this playthrough because I was treating it more like a sort of job kind of thing, less than instead of just how I would normally play Ark. But unfortunately, oh god, he's probably gonna go to sleep soon. But unfortunately, I really like Ark. That's my excuse. So the Vanilla Evolved series is more or less unlisted or canceled at this point. Nonetheless, I'm streaming on Vanilla Evolved at arguably very bad frame rate because we're right next to a massive base. But yeah, this is what I've been up to. I've just been playing way too much Ark. When it comes to the survival stories, which so many of you are here for, I can give a short update on that. I may end up releasing a video tomorrow, maybe, where I talk about it, but it's more likely I can just keep it to this, where I can just explain it to you guys. So basically, I always work on the audio first for the survival stories, and so that has the audio for the Nerva video is almost entirely done, at least the sort of narration and music part of the audio. So that's totally done for the most part. There still need to be some revisions, but unfortunately, the voice actor for Nerva is very ill right now, and so I have no clue when I'm not exactly sure when he'll be able to get the revisions in for what we need. It could be a week, it could be a few weeks, or even a month. That doesn't mean that we can't begin working on the video itself, though, and so it's something that I've sort of been taking a huge, massive break with winter break, and it's sort of massively ruined me because while I was in school, it was fairly easy for me to work on the survival stories because that was just like, oh no, Nacho, you died. Oh, did your scuba break? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I need to grab the Mosa, I think. Guess it's just gonna keep trying to swim down if I grab it, right? Oh no. Get back here. Okay, so, like I was saying, before Nacho drowned. Yeah, the survival stories, they are in progress. The audio is great. I'm not going to spoil anything or share anything, but Nerva's voice actor is fantastic. I couldn't have picked anyone better. It's certainly sort of heartbreaking to know that he's very ill right now, and I hope he's able to recover. But it also means that, like I said, the video is going to be delayed, possibly. It just depends on how long it takes for him to recover. As far as the video itself, like I said, we haven't worked on it yet. We haven't even begun building for any of the extra sets that don't already exist yet. And we haven't arranged any kind of scheduling. I haven't even worked out where any of that stuff needs to happen. I'm afraid I don't offer individual Discord help anymore, Combat Ara. I would normally refer you to my Discord server for that, but I don't do that anymore. Hopefully they recover quickly and fully. Yeah, for sure. He is a really cool guy to work with, super nice, and his voice is just awesome. It really fits Nerva really well. Albeit it's very Scottish. Okay, spoiler alert. He is he's very Scottish, but the voice itself is like only somewhat Scottish, perhaps. What about Scorched Earth and Extinction? Are you planning on doing those next? Well, not like in that order, but once we finish the island, then we'll sort of see where it goes from there. I would love to make more. It seems like you guys really like that, and it's it's mainly just right now I'm focusing on trying to get back into my mindset of actually working because this past 2 or 3 weeks has just been utter I've been so lazy. It's the laziest I've been since before starting first semester. Reasonably so, because I have nothing to work on specifically. You're back on Herb Island? Okay, sorry, I didn't make a bet. I just wanted to keep the Moza here. Granted, his torpor has probably gone way down, right? It probably would have been better if... Okay. Are you close? Okay. And yes, Wyatt, I will call you Wyatt. As someone who has terrible discipline and procrastinates a lot thanks to depression, I can totally understand having troubles trying to get motivated to do stuff, so no worries. Yeah, it's mainly just weird because it's... I just wish I almost was still in school, as stressful as it was. What? Oh. That's amazing. Okay, well, the more you know. Now, okay, that's great. So, anyways, what was I saying? Everyone needs a break. Yeah, I certainly appreciate the break, but it's not something that I've paid that much attention to. It's mainly just been something that I've like fallen into, and I'm just slumped into this suffocating break of not having to work, and I just want to work on more survival stories, and by extension, I just want to be back in school again because. God, college sucks, and I'm not even, I'm only a freshman. College is, like, really crap, but also it's, like, really addicting, weirdly, because I don't know, like, it gives me purpose, and it also gives me, like, massive, like, issues, as I'm sure it gives, like, many students. It's just, like, a lot to deal with, but it's sort of, in the end, like, after the fact, it sort of, I don't know. It's nice. Swim in the mosasaur's mouth. Can also understand the wanting to be in school thing too. Normally I'm pretty okay with getting work done. So yeah, for me, when I say being in school, I'm actually referring to being just taking online classes. My entire high school was online, so doing online college is not at all weird to me, and it's actually what I'm most used to. So that's what I mean specifically. I guess I'm sort of swapped, like sort of opposite of how most people are in regard to school, how they have to do online school now, but they're not used to it at all and they really dislike it. Whereas growing up, I was not at all used to brick and mortar in-person school, and I didn't like it mainly because just things at home. But yeah, so like doing online classes is easy for me. But good day, Norman. Hello. I wonder what the stats are on this thing. Okay, Jelly. I hope Jelly doesn't come to the stream and see that we're yoinking her Rex eggs. Are you the only person that liked the video? We have 15 likes. Whoa. That's an epic like count, guys. If you're watching this right now, go ahead and like the video. Thumbs up. Massive thumbs up. Your channel is so underrated. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. God, I just cannot contain my excitement for the Nerf video. But I'm just worried about a lot of things. Like, mainly I'm just worried about getting back into the normal groove, which I fear is going to only happen once I've started school again. and then I'm sort of worried about whether or not it's going to have to be delayed based on delayed revisions, or how long, body acting and all of that's going to take. When's the Nerva note coming out? I would not be able to give you a date. It certainly will not be. It very likely will not be in January. I can say that. That's almost for certain. I do. I'll put him in the Moza. Wait, I have biotoxin. Oh no, I have narcotic too. Where are they at? Okay. Who watches Jeff? Jeff? Is this Vanilla Arc? Yes, it is. It's I sort of cut off the series for reasons that I explained earlier. This is so laggy. Their base combined with the stream is I'm sure this is like a slideshow to watch. I'm sorry, guys. Should tame a jerboa. We don't have jerboas. Okay, I think a shark's gonna eat the Gallimimus if I go in the water. Okay, I'll probably be fine then. Hello, jellyfish. Oh boy. Hello, Alpha Megalodon. He just wants a bite. He's too strong. The slideshow is better than the game freezing whilst flying around, so I'll take it. It's a channel. So, okay, so veganitis. What does that mean? So basically, to reiterate what happened to Vanilla Evolved in the Vanilla Evolved YouTube video series that I was trying for the first 6 episodes. In reality, we have a total of 8 that I filmed, but 2 of them have yet to be edited and likely will not be edited based on the fact that I've unlisted them. But more or less what happened is that this winter break has caused me to slump into a state of utter laziness compared to how I was while I was in school, which was quite different. And I was like, or maybe it's just that I'm really wanting a break, probably a combination of both. But also because I play Ark so much, especially when I have time like this. And so, oh, good night, Wyatt, take care. Especially when I have time like this, so I'll play Ark for, like, I don't even know, way too many hours, like 6 hours a day probably or more, I'm sure. Those are very, like, that's an underestimation, a gross underestimation. And so, I play Ark way too much. Oh, I didn't. I completely forgot to grab them off the RG. How many were on the RG? Okay, this is a slideshow. Encoding is overloaded. That's what it says on OBS. Guys, I think I need to fix this encoding issue, though I'd prefer not to stop the stream. I wish you could change bitrate midstream. That's not a thing though, is it? I do not know. It would probably be unfair of me to ask you guys for any advice when it comes to bitrate. Oh, there's a Dilo. Hello. Don't have rebarb, so he's gonna get shredded. Or he's not gonna get shredded that fast. What's your favorite Survivor story if you have one? Probably Rockwell so far. Nettie's probably the kind of person to leave wood in beaver dams. God, no. That could not be further from the truth. What? True. I secretly leave the wood in the beaver dams on my alt account. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to change the bitrate. So if I turn it down, then the stream looks worse, but it runs better, right? Is that correct? Okay. Does this look bad? How does this work? Output. You guys are gonna have to put up with my incompetence for a second. Wait. Okay, what was that at? Output. This is at 3,000. Okay, so 1,500. How does that look? I think the quality is probably just gonna get worse. How does the quality look, guys? EU. Oh, did I turn it? Is it noticeably lower now?
Now, whenever you move around, it drops to like 2.
Oh my god, I could see it. That's amazing. Okay, so maybe it's a bad kind of amazing. So maybe it's not actually the bit rate that's doing anything. I think maybe it's just that my CPU is incapable of streaming. I think that's more likely the problem. But I could also, I don't think there's anything else I can turn down to make the game look any worse, to be to be fair. Also, hello Doji. Welcome. Okay, this looks very poor, which is perfect. The poorer the better. Ow, I've broken all legs. And this is running at 16. Sometimes it just dips down to 16 frames per second. I'm pretty sure I'm not capable of actually recording this game. Oh. Yeah, I mean, this is just crazy. Right across from Herb Island. Here, guys, oh. Okay, so the bit rate is actually just, okay, so what if we make that like 6,000? What happens then? Damn you, Nettie, your Rockwell Survivor Stories voice actor is so good that I can't decide if I like him more or Ark's Rockwell voice actor. Can't remember his name? David Tennant? What? David Tennant. Want more stories? I do too, Dabe. Hans, I absolutely do too. And that is sort of what will be happening over the next. I'm very heavy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you the black pearls. Someone who plays on Xbox One, I don't mind lag either, even though it may give you the impression I do, but I don't actually care about lag. I just don't want to be streaming and like clearly make it look really bad, like it's obvious that that I'm streaming like 2 frames per second. But it's unfortunate, like I really need to upgrade my rig. I should probably just bite the bullet, but it's really hard because I'm sort of waiting for the RTX. Whoa, that's a base. I'm sort of waiting for the RTX 3080 Ti to come out, if that's a thing. It's rumored, I think, at this point. So I really want to get that, and if I were to upgrade, and then at that point I just go all out and buy a new motherboard, new CPU, all that kind of stuff. But until then, my 2 choices would realistically be, at least for me, like an RTX. Well, it's really just one choice, I guess. It's just the RTX 3080, and if they're releasing a 3080 Ti in like a month or just anytime soon, then it's sort of a bad idea to I don't know, for me to like be like, well, actually, I don't know, it depends on how, because right now the 3080 is super expensive, as is like a lot of computer hardware, so it's just, yeah, it's just hard, man. You guys see this stream. You see how laggy it is. It's certainly, I don't mean to be not appreciative of the hardware that I have, but it's just, my CPU is just so outdated and really pretty incapable of like streaming fairly basic. This is only 1080p gameplay, and it's sort of the moment I'm capable of doing that at a watchable frame rate. Hey Nettie, just want to say thank you for the continued storyline videos. Lots of love from Canada. Thank you, Saris. Appreciate it. There will be more, definitely, at some point in the future. Trying to be as vague as possible. Hopefully Arc 2 will be more forgiving. Oh, I would not bank on it. I'm sure it'll be just as taxing, and people will go on to complain about the frame rate. Maybe. Well, it depends on whether or not it's actually a good fit for Unreal Engine 5, which it could be. Certainly. Ryzen 5 coming in January. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be closely watching PC hardware and like PC enthusiasts just to make sure I don't miss out, because I need to take the just bite the bullet when the good choice arises. Essentially, I spend more time in the Discord. Being an introvert, social anxiety makes it hard. I can tell you, when we watched Rockwell Survival Story, I was biting bullets. Yeah, I think I remember you in the Discord. It was very brief. I think I do remember that, though. No more spaghetti code on Arc 2. Maybe. I guess we'll see. We shall see. You gotta go the one ticker. Have a good night. Cooker. I need to look up the recipe for exceptional kibble. So we hit Discord, 1,000 in the Discord. Yes. Onward to 7,000. That's what I say. We need the 7,000. That way we can become partnered. Yeah, I think that's, actually, the discovery is different from being partnered, I think. I think we're already applied to be partnered, but being what country am I from? The United States of America. Had to think about that for a second. I almost forgot. Yeah, just America. You need to set up donations. That would be silly, probably. Surely nobody would donate to this this very laggy stream. Vocal chill. Well, that's different. It's for the server. Probably. Rexic. Wow, we do have a lot. Sorry. I'm looking at the wiki right now, guys, so it's not very obvious right now. It's just like a frozen screen, basically. Okay, we've got the kibble. Sweet. Death 749. Oh! Wait a second. Wait. What? Wait, Pikachu, you were the one who... I didn't realize you were Death 749. Yeah, I DM'd you about the thing. You gave it up to someone else. I liked your Helena Walker video. Thanks, Triple Storm. I like your name. It's a really cool name. Triple Storm. That's a mighty fine name. True. I agree. Okay. We need more focal chili. Well, is 18 kibble enough with some mutton? Focal okay. Cooked meat. I'll try it. What does this create? Of the Rockwell bloopers, Amy? Yeah, those are some mighty fine bloopers. We're taming a Mosasaurus level 135. So, if you're feeling Arc Mobile runs better than this stream's frame rate, it's a hard burn, but it's well deserved. Though it's sort of unnoticeable while we're not walking or moving around. How do we fix it without making it, even if we make it look bad? I don't even know if there's a way to fix it at this point. It seems like a lost cause. Almost. Bronto egg. Will you do an evolution guide for an extinction and so I'm writing the script for the extinction one. I'm being, as part of my laziness. Hello? Hello there, Spartan. Jeez, you scared the heck out of me. Yeah. What was I saying? The thing. I completely lost my train of thought. That's okay. JSHD is now holding back. Yeah. I'd rather take the stream's frame rate than what you have on Xbox. It's constant and won't crash you versus Xbox. It's not constant and could randomly crash you. That. Poor Ned got a scare. True. Oh, I should show you guys our new base. Hold on. So, I don't think if any of you have seen the series videos before, I just unlisted them like last night or an hour ago. This night, you probably won't recognize too much of this, but this is what our base eventually turned into. Wow, I'm getting 18 frames per second. God damn it. No. When I'm not streaming, I'll get like 70 frames, and then while I'm streaming, I get like 18. So this is our absurd base. Oh, also I've got 22 cable now. But yeah, excuse the frame rate, guys. I wish my computer was better. That would be awesome if I could stream without these issues. Not bad. I really like this one. So it's not done yet. But it's a very, maybe I should plug in a controller. That way it'll visually look less laggy. Or it'll just like crash my game. Let's find out. Let's see. Ow. Okay. Yeah, so basically, we found a 145 quets on Crystal Isles on vanilla server. Whoa. Alright, guys. Let's see how smooth this is. So this is a tour of the base. We've got the 6 vaults back there by the replicator. This is the chem bench, fabricator, smithy. We only have these because we don't have a ton of element right now, so it's sort of hard to like spend a bunch on just crafting stuff. These are the true artifacts and also trophy. This is for Broodmother. This is for Dragon and Monkey, though we haven't fought those yet. Then we've got up here, this is the unfinished place. This is sort of our, we're probably going to have a grill and like refrigerators up here. And that was the picture place. Yes, that is a secret door leading to a secret thing. Then we've got this place. This is the bedroom. It's lovely. Yeah, so I still have I've been working on this all day, so essentially nothing was built. I don't think any of this base was built when I got on this morning. I think I've been working on this like actually all day. Is it lagging for me too? Yeah, it's very, the stream is just very laggy. And it says consider turning down video settings. Okay. So I think what we need to do is actually just make it to where it's not streaming in 1080p. Probably. Because that may be the issue. Except, unfortunately, I can't actually change that while the stream is happening. So that's kind of a problem. Let me see if let's see. What happens if oh god, what have I done? Okay, what happens if this is a black screen in the middle of the not that that's at all an experience that should be viewed. Okay. Let's turn it back up to normal. Go on low settings. Even if I go on low settings, it actually won't matter. Alright, gotta go, Doji. Okay, take care, dude. Have a good night. So no more Vanilla Evolved. Sorry, just found the stream. So when it comes to Vanilla Evolved, the server is very much alive. I've been focusing a lot on the server itself as of late, and I've been focusing a lot on just playing as a player. Change it to 720. It practically looks the same. Don't worry, no, it's not. Only you has issues with laziness, especially with the situation the world is in right now. Yeah, certainly. It's basically just I want to get back to making the survival stories. I haven't gone this long yet without working on one, so I have somewhat of a withdrawal almost. Nacho, I need to get back to you with the Moza thing. Right? Is it? It's probably ready to eat by now, right? Okay. So what I could try to do is actually just restart the stream and start it at 720p. I think I'll try doing that. So we'll see what happens if it streams, if it creates this completely separate video. We'll see. I'm going to do that right now as fast as I can. One sec, guys. Streaming. Okay. So now it should be outputting at 720p. Whoa. Please check your video resolution. The current resolution is 1280 by 720, which is not optimal. Hey, you cannot tell me what is optimal. YouTube. Fast. Okay. How's it look now, guys? Guys and girls? YouTube is lovely. YouTube is lovely. That's what they would like me to say. But really, much better. Much better. Okay. Oh, I think bitrate is perhaps a problem right now. One sec, I'm just fiddling with everything. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Oh, it's also very bright already. Let's get back over to Nacho. Let me just check. Let's go down to 4500. Apply. And we're in the yellow. We're back in the red. What does it mean? I genuinely do not know. On my end, it's somehow worse. Really? Good connection. Alright, we're going to run around really fast for a little bit. Watch this high-speed Gallimimus gameplay. You have a question. I never really tried playing on servers, so I was wondering if it's fun. This is if playing on servers is fun. I don't know. Depends on, I think, generally, across the board, more players enjoy playing with other players than by themselves. Hello, Rex. That's tamed. Your bitrate is way too high. If it's 4500, you should try 2500. Okay, I tried that before, but it seemed to be making everything a little pixelated. I'll try 3000 though. Let's see how that looks. Let me know how this looks, everybody. I'm just trying to figure out how to accommodate my computer's shortcomings. Yes. Doesn't look like I'm watching someone using a flip book anymore. That is the sickest. If my computer was sentient, it would just be so dead at this point. It would just be burned from humiliation. It's not a slideshow anymore. Yay! I love not slideshows. They're my favorite. Good. Oh, hello, jellyfish. True. There's a jellyfish and it's gonna devour. And there's also an alpha megalodon and it's gonna devour much harder. Oh, please don't devour me. Ow. 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 Channel news? This is what this is. Also, guys, there is lag. This is because this base is lag. This base is very laggy. Oh, yes. Yep. Run, boy, run. Oh, God. Okay. Bear with the lag. It's only temporary. I promise. Okay. Scuba man. Diver dude. Yeah. That's a nice leg. Oh, wow. Okay, so you just need 21. That's it. Okay, here's your 21 kibble, my friend. I'll get him. Now sink back into the water where you belong. Wet nacho. Very soggy nacho. There's a lightning wyvern having a bath? Welcome back, Wyatt. Welcome back, Wyatt. Ah, that would explain it. Wow, we're just farming these eggs. Just nobody tell Fluffy Demons. Whoa, that one's angry. He's angry that we've been taking his eggs. He knows. He knows. Wait, it's a male. Well, yeah, he knows exactly. Kill a dodo right now. Wow. You gotta ask nicely. Yeah, he's angry, not just stealing all those eggs. You know, I just found a pteranodon that is also a rock. It's a rock pteranodon. It's a unique species of pterosaur that doesn't fly. It just, yeah, the rockadactyl or something. Oh, he's so majestic. Yeah, he's here. It's a Rockodon. Yeah, I don't think they have hitboxes. They're so majestic. Ooh, my game's gonna crash. This base is gonna crash my game. Oh, what is happening? Okay. I'm just gonna swim back to the base to go back a bit into the convo. Sorry for the confusion regarding your Discord name. YouTube was made by mistake before I got on Xbox, where I changed my alias. Does the server have vanilla rates? No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't have official rates, if that's what you mean. It has very similar to official in regards to like difficulty and stuff, and the harvesting and taming XP. Essentially, they're just like a permanent evolution event that never ends. Just in the sense that they're all 2x. Those are jellyfish. Very bad. Very unsafe. You should wear scuba flippers for the rest of the stream. Yeah, they're pretty, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna burn all skinny jeans. Burn them all. Oh, sweet. Are its stats good? Oh, yes. Yeah, that would be magnificent. Just want to say you have some of the best art content on YouTube. Can't wait for the Nerf video. Thanks. I super appreciate that. I also cannot wait for the Nerva video. That's gonna be awesome. If you guys could hear his voice, Spartan knows what he sounds like. Spartan, what do you think about his voice? There you go. You heard it from Spartan Rockwell himself. Oh. Don't do it. Don't do it, Nudge. Watch the Shrek movie. Positively Spartan. Wait, that's Rockwell. Wait a second. Yes. Yes, indeed. God, Nerva's just... He's probably... Well, I think Nerva goes a little bit more... his character is a little less played up, perhaps, than, like... than Rockwell, maybe, to some extent. Though he is, like, very... yeah, it's a lot more, like, serious, generally. But also, like, really awesome. You thought the thumbnail was a PC setup, Brody? Welcome, Brody. He's so quiet. Wait, I'm quiet? Who's quiet? Oh, I need to fix your guys', Okay. Let's see. Maybe it's just my mic that's overbearing. Okay. How does that sound, guys? You should tame a frog knowing that you're so close to the swamp. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have the check mark yet. Oh, speaking of which, if any of you have followed the no longer listed series, this is how many notes I have now. I have collected almost all of the island notes. You made me so into the lore, it's unbelievable. Thanks, Red Tree. I'm glad you like the lore. I've unlisted them entirely. They I think I want to focus more on less, like, sort of low effort stuff. I wouldn't say it's super low effort, but I would say it's like it takes time, but it's not as well thought out or crafted as the other stuff that I want to make that's primarily informational. But right now my content brain doesn't work very well, and I've been very lazy just playing Ark like I normally do, which is why all this stuff. Yeah, of course. May and Rockwell are your favorites, easily. Got to go for the night. Keep working on YouTube. Thanks, Brody. Take care. Have a great night. What was I doing? What did he say? I can think of a certain someone that would call it low effort. Myself? Oh, I was talking about the playthrough, not the survival stories. The playthrough is, like, arguably... You're my favorite YouTuber. I've been sub since day one. Hey, actually, that's not true. Because day one technically is defined as 2014. I do wonder who the first subscriber was. That's like... Where's Nacho? Oh yeah, definitely not. But I do wonder. It's genuine. It's probably like one of my oldest friends. Is there a way to see? And the one thing you really desire from art too would be a It's a good question. If y'all ever want to debate Ark lore, this place is definitely good. Generally, you can debate all the Ark lore nerds in the Ark official Discord. They will happily debate you. It was created because nerds.
No, it wasn't.
Was it not? What was it created for? If not, or if you don't think so, then probably don't want to risk it on YouTube. For ARC, not safe for work ARC content. Wow, that's really beautiful. They've expanded their horizons. That is beautiful. Dodos are the most powerful creature in the lore. No cap. No cap. I agree. Well, totally not. But actually, trilobites are the most powerful creature. You're all wrong. Oh, hello, Nacho. There you go. Join the ARC official Discord today. Did Nerva actually die? You looked through the notes, but you couldn't find anything about that. So Nerva vaguely dies. It's not described very well, other than the fact that Mayen is next to his corpse on Aberration. Yep. Yeah, many explanations for his death. No one survives Mayen's wrath, except for Rockwell, basically. Well, yeah, sort of. I completely forgot about that. I wonder in what context we'll see that. Maybe it'll be at the end of Gen 2. Waffles. Don't try to do that, silly troll. When's the next note video coming? I certainly cannot give a date. We have not started filming yet. I'm in pre-production of audio and stuff. Yeah, we haven't started filming or anything. To find your first subscriber that is still subbed, you have to go to your YouTube account and click YouTube Studio and scroll down and find recent subscribers, and then it's pretty easy to work from the rest. What I'm curious about is what... Maybe. I would not doubt it. Tools that's weapon related. That can go in there. I do need some simple pistol. Oliver. You have a lovely brother. Oliver. But did you actually flip him off before he died? Mayen flossed on Nerva's corpse. That's enough. So all that needs to happen. Of course. Haven't fought KT King Titan yet? You absolutely will flip him off. Anything for Oh, Diana. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Yes. The rating? Oh, right. Wow, that's cool. That's really neat.
With the M rating, you know that means they can get away from a wall, right? The M rating.
Yeah, like South Park or something. That kind of thing.
Does not compare to what you see with an M rating.
Wait, really?
South Park is mostly cursing. Mostly when I think of M rating.
Hmm.
And you know that they got
Yep. You flipped him off in the sense you've killed him multiple times for Diana.
dark then they'll go with the whole rat unit.
Popular opinion, the Gamma and Beta King Titan looks cooler than the Alpha. Debatable.
One of them talks about I don't want to commit suicide and jump off of yeah, another one yeah, gives birth to yeah, and one gets
What is your favorite map? Favorite map? Perhaps the island or something?
yeah, they're all brutally killed. I just Genesis.
You're in missions, so.
In here. Doesn't have her.
Right.
Hey,
Bart. Lads. You agree you like the natural kaiju look much more, although the Desert Titan will always be your favorite. When you play Ark on Xbox One, anything looks better than the Alpha King Titan. Yeah, I imagine it's got the weird low poly model thing that loads in all the time. Nacho thick? Oh yes, we already established this. Where's Nacho? Nacho's somewhere. Nacho is the thickest man creature you could ever find. Truly. This is Kira, our mammoth. We have way too many creatures. So many creatures. Do you prefer the Explore Notes lore over HLNA's monologues? So HLNA's monologues are generally exposition and less story, if I'm using that correctly. They sort of, well, I guess you could argue that all notes are exposition, but I would say HLNA's notes are sort of just like glimpses of stuff, or she just like says a few different things in between that give some hints and things, but she doesn't really tell a very coherent story at all. And so I would say, I mean, for a story, like story-wise, I'd certainly prefer the actual Explorer notes. When you play Ark on a potato PC, you simply do not get to look at the Titans. If not, you should totally tame a penguin. Have you tamed a penguin? No, not yet. It's very hot. Wow. Oh, it burns. Very hot. I've not tamed a penguin yet. I love the loading the game. Everything looks like a Tesla truck. That is an amazing way to describe it. Oh, we need a... Okay. I need to move the cooker. Play on PS4, and every time you load a game or die and respawn, everything looks low poly. Yeah. Okay, I need to move all this metal, and then sort of move the entire cooker, presumably. The Extinction Ascension cutscene Minecraft hands. Oh man, yeah, there's so many ridiculous moments. I've seen some Nintendo 64 Ferox before. They were crazy. If you ever get an Xbox Series X, first thing I'm going to do is play Ark just to see the difference. Right. Yeah, there's probably a pretty big difference, I would bet. I would assume. Oh, it's so hot. It's ever hot. When will themselves Earth survival stories be released? That is a very far future kind of question, since I'm not even finished with the island. And after the island, presumably would be, if we continue, be Scorched Earth, then Aberration, then Extinction, then... Well, I suppose it'll end on Extinction. Can't wait for Ark in VR. I think Ark Survival Evolved would be awesome in VR. What are the Raya notes? Raya is an Egyptian priestess on Scorched Earth that has a really great relationship with John Dakea, who is another character on Scorched Earth. Love to transition to PC Arc, but you don't have the cash to do so. Yeah, PC is definitely a little difficult to get into. Like financially, it's sort of a lot when you compare it directly to consoles. Please continue as long as you want. Survival stories are legit movie quality. I appreciate that, CNC. Yeah, I'd like to make my own original stuff eventually. But at the moment, I'm sort of just focusing on these stories that have already been told, but really nobody actually makes videos that attempts to tell them other than just, you know, just a single person reading them, same person, without, you know, showing anything. All of the videos you'll find on YouTube that have either been uploaded already or are still being uploaded are just people reading them. Granted, it may be pleasant to watch, I would certainly argue. You know, not all of these videos are super low effort or super bad or anything. There are some nice videos out there that cover the notes, but really they're just reading them off and not showing anything in particular, just sort of reading them, showing the notes themselves, and that's about it. And so I definitely want to, not only to get them out, but I want to make these videos so I myself can watch them over again, even though it's sort of like redundant watching them back over and over again, but it's still just cool, like to have this out there. It's just something I've always wanted to be able to see, and it really brings them to life. Like many of you have said, like when people are reading it, when people that actually sat, like when a like Australian girl is reading Helena's notes, that's really cool compared to a guy, you know. You're a visual person, so I loved your survival stories videos. Thank you, Arla. I was actually going to do a reading of the notes myself until I saw your videos. It was like, oh, I ain't topping that. It's I don't think I would put them in the same box, certainly. I think just narrate or reading them yourself certainly wouldn't be something that you have to compare to my videos, as in like I've done it better, because what I'm doing isn't necessarily just like, you know, specifically just reading them and showing them. It's sort of like this other weird other kind of expressive thing, I suppose. Races on Genesis, yeah, those are really crap. Sometimes a lot of the time when you get stuck because of lag, that is the worst, especially on the Kappa race. That one was, oh, there's probably more frustrating ones like the Woolly Rhino. I think there's a Saber one, could be mistaken. Saber in the Snow maybe. If animated series will release early 2021, will you be continuing making these videos? So it's not going to be releasing early 2021. It's going to be releasing presumably early 2022, or at least I wouldn't go as far as to say that, at some point in 2022. Have a good night, Mitchell. Will there be anything for Nerva? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we're working on next. Also, I need to build this this refinery thing. Okay. How's the other thing built? This is an important question. So I suppose I could put a thing there. Let's grab a ladder. Bam. But yeah, for anyone who has joined in recently, this whole stream has more or less just been about number one, just explaining what's going on, what I've been doing, what I'm planning on doing. Good dude, cool dude, shame he dead. Oh, for Nerva, right, yeah. Yeah, just sort of explaining what I'm doing and what is next, I guess. What kind of content will be coming out next. When does Santiago come into play? On Extinction, actually. His character is, well, technically he's introduced on Aberration. It's quite important on Aberration. But he has his own notes on Extinction, specifically. We're going to have to find... Maybe Vin Diesel will do it. Who knows? We need to find someone that sounds exactly like Vin Diesel. Thanks to the ARC animated series, it's a bit of a race against the clock, even after the animated series, and it could still make the stories considering the animated series focuses on it. Yeah, certainly. I think I could still make them, but we'll see after the island. Just depends on how I'm feeling, how everyone else that has worked on the project is feeling. Santiago's notes are hilarious. Yeah, I haven't actually read them. I'm not actually that familiar with the ARC lore as many other people are. I haven't read all of the notes, so which is probably bad. I need to get on that. Every time I tell myself I need to read them, I just completely forget. It's not even that I don't want to. They're really fun to read. I just straight up forget. You have to wait 3 hours to play ARC again because you had to uninstall and reinstall. I see. That is a very common thing for ARC. How do I build this again? How? I completely forgot how to do this. Because Briar built it, and I'm not sure which design it was. Was it something like this? Maybe? Perhaps. This is not at all what it what it looked like, but if we have this and eventually a third one, then we can put these right here, and then just need a ladder. Bam. Your main video made you cry for a freaking raptor. You really did well in conveying your story. Thanks. Thank you, RNZ. They really appreciate that. That is sort of, I don't know how I could make anyone cry from a video, quite honestly. Not that that's bad at all. That's really cool, actually. I think crying is really cool. In some contexts. Many others, it's probably not so great. He literally described Diana as having a PhD in talking shit, which was a great way to honor her memory, of course. That's amazing. That's funny. Yeah, he's gonna be a funny character then. Of the work you've done, it's fun to watch. Kona Voice and Jukari make great videos too. They are in totally different boats, I would say. Kona Voice doesn't make videos anymore, to my knowledge. But Jukari, on the other hand, is quite awesome. Quite really awesome. He has I just recently saw a post of his. He has a whole massive he has his own music for his next cinematic that he has had arranged for him, an entire orchestra, presumably in Abbey Roads, which is I think where ARC's OST was shot and performed, filmed, or recorded, I guess. And so that is crazy that he got that to happen. Jukari is really while he makes very short cinematics, they're nonetheless really awesome. Makes cool stuff. Well, at least not any ARC lore Y tiers. 135F female aloe. A shame. Do you know? So they want to watch more content similar to yours. Well, there are certainly people that read the ARC notes. though, which, you know, is certainly something you could listen to if you want. Otherwise, you can just read them yourself. But as far as I'm aware, nobody else has made videos that try to visually show what happened in the notes, to my knowledge. How old am I? 19. 19 now. I was gonna say 18. I was 18 for so long. A whole year. Just recently. Turned 19 in November. What else? Right, a stair. Wait, why did I put those in there? Let's grab these. We need some stairs. There are no stairs. Okay. Craft some. Whoa, that's fast. Stairs. Bam. Yeah, so I think, how long have we been streaming? Does it count when the stream restarted? I can't tell. I think it may have. So I do wonder if it's going to split up the stream in 2 videos. Out of personal experience, it's hard to find people who made a video on reading the notes. I found one person, but it doesn't go further than Ab. Yeah, I think there's one guy who reads the notes right now. His name is Complete Games, I think. He currently like right now he's making videos where he just reads the notes. So it's certainly a thing that's happening still, but there have been videos that were made in the past that also read off the notes. How old were you when you started YouTube? I think I was 13. Read all the notes from ARC novels, and they're much better having actual visual representation to go along with it. Yeah, it's I don't think about the visual side that much, other than just what I think looks good personally. I don't think about the impact that it has as much as just hearing the voice, because the voice is not something that I've created. The voice is something that is super awesome, and I love it, and it like just brings life to the video all the time, every time. Whereas the video itself, the visuals is something that I've created, and it's not as interesting to me. Granted, it's still like very important, and I have to perfect it and make it look decent and what I think looks good. But still, I think my favorite part of the survival stories is just having people that fit the character read the notes and act out the notes. That is just, it makes me very, very giddy while I'm editing, and I don't think you would want to see me while I'm editing, because I pretty much just like every time I hear like a really solid quote that just sounds really badass, I just like clap, and I just get so excited. That sounds almost fake, but it's just really exciting working with these people. I have never worked with like voice actors before, and they're just awesome. Wouldn't watch any ARC YouTubers on notes because Stan's vids are quality. Thank you, Arla. What's your favorite dino? Yours is a Sarco. Wow, I've been doing nothing but talking for this stream. We do have it's a Moza. Yeah, we tamed a Moza. Let's see. But just wanted to drop a huge thanks for the survival stories. Incredibly done. Pass it on to everyone you meet in the game. Wow, thank you so much, Aaron. I greatly appreciate that. You tamed a frog and named it Fiona because you had a frog named Shrek that you abandoned. Yeah, Frog may, Shrek. Shrek may actually still be alive. I think Jelly may have taken him, my moderator. But bye. Have a good. Have a great time. Yeah, that was unexpected. It sounded very similar to the original. Wildcard should legit use the actors in your videos. Well, I think they're certainly not amateurs. They're quite professional, but I think Wildcard is more interested in going with very well-known actors in order to more or less draw in a wider audience, which makes sense. Because if they went with, these kinds of actors that I'm working with that are great, but don't have, crazy recognizable names like David Tennant, Gerard Butler, all of these people, right? Then it wouldn't be recognized as much, I suppose. And I suppose they also certainly have the budget for it, so that's also a thing. Okay, we've got the Industrial Forge down, so that's good. Shrek basically ruined it for normal voice actors. Van Diesel for everybody. Van Diesel. Whatever cheese is available. You guys are talking about cheese? What is this cheese business? Tenet was a wild movie. Oh, Tenet. I have not seen that. I think I've heard of it, though. Guess that's where all the charity money from ARC went. Perhaps. Paid David Tennant. No, I'm absolutely certain the charity money went to its rightful organization. If you're referring to the, what's it called? Extra Life stream. Still in the process of book 2. Vin Diesel is worth it. Yeah, I'm definitely, it was a little shocking at first, but I'm definitely optimistic and open to him being a part of the ARC team and universe. So you know what? I say, let's give him a try. I mean, it's certainly, I'm sure he's going to be very invested and a big part of ARC too. So it's not necessarily going to be up to the players. But can I come raid you, Ned? No, absolutely not. Not yet. Not quite. You all wanted balance, fixes, and updates. Well, we can't fix ARC, so we got Vin Diesel instead. His face looks so out of place in the trailer, though. I think his face in the trailer was definitely really weird, but I didn't mind it that much after thinking about it for a little bit. It's like, well, as long as every survivor doesn't look like him, because then at that point, it's sort of like devoted. It feels kind of creepy beyond just like a little weird for someone to be like, yes, I want my face to be the face of every single male character in this game that hundreds of thousands of people are going to play, because that is sort of weird on many levels. Despite all the jokes about Wildcard, they most likely sent the money to the rightful place. I don't think Wildcard was the middleman. Do you have an Xbox server? No, I do not. I run these myself, actually, and they're exclusive to PC. We need gunpowder. That's why I placed down the forge. So, because of that, we need wood, which we've got some of. Certainly got some wood. I can try out the new mammoth tactic, so that'll be cool. Vin Diesel's Rex go burr. True. Your face on every dino. If they got The Rock, your mom would end up playing ARC. Yeah, it's definitely something that also draws players, draws like people in that would otherwise maybe not even play the game. Perhaps. All the soccer moms that love Vin Diesel will all of a sudden begin playing ARC. Perhaps. I don't know who Vin Diesel's main demographic or audience is necessarily. Okay, getting some charcoal. That's great. It has been coated. Great. The base needs to be finished before I get off tonight. So that's a priority. PvE Dino race is gonna be hellish. Oh, on Gen 2? Or are you referring to Gen 1? Arc of the Furies. No amount of David Tennant voicing Rockball will get my dad playing Arc since he's more for strategy games like Risk. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think there are other people which just, don't actually have much of an interest in like how big name actors or what roles big name actors have in certain games. You really need to start playing Arc again, Ray. You and Nacho are gonna pass you. Yeah, yeah, we are probably gonna pass you soon. We've only just started a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and this is where we're at. We've already killed the Brood Mother. Have not touched the dragon. We don't even have the last artifact for it, and we've got the artifacts for the Megapithecus. Just have not actually fought it yet. What's your opinion on the flyer nerf? You actually prefer the flyers we have now because before you only needed flyers and everything else was so underpowered in comparison. It happened quite a long time ago. It happened about 3 years ago, I think, to my knowledge. Yeah. It's either 3 or 3.5 years ago, so it was a pretty long time ago. But nonetheless, I actually was a big fan of the change when it got pushed out. I really liked the flyer nerf. And so for me, it didn't impact me at all since I went in with quite positive expectations. I myself thought Pteranodons and other flyers were just really OP. So I was fine with the nerf. I'm generally open to most changes. Generally open to new features or buffs or nerfs, as long as I can reasonably see the good in them for the balance of a game. Imagine Jack Black instead of Vin Diesel in the trailer. That would be amazing. Yeah, Jack Black, once he had gone bald, right? Didn't he go bald recently? Shaved his hair. Played Arc before Scorched Earth, but that playing hasn't exactly been consistent. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the flare nerf happened sometime in 2017, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, I need to take down that flyer tower. That's one thing. I guess I could collapse it just by picking up these foundations. Carno desperately needs a TLC run. I think it already got a TLC. If you're talking about its look, I think it could certainly look a little cooler, but I think as of right now, it's as powerful as it really ought to be. It's not a huge creature, so I don't know. I think its bleed attack is really great, and it has finally given it the power and damage values that it deserved, or the sort of damage output and like overall strength that it should have had from the beginning, or at least once they started adding things like aloes and stuff. But yeah, so I think Carno's actually quite good off now. On the island brought in the redwoods was when the flyer nerf occurred. Right, I think I recall that happening around the same time. Now that I say it was before Scorched Earth, I don't actually remember when it started. Have you seen the poor Bronto? It needs a TLC so bad. Oh yeah, it could definitely do with a TLC, I think. Bronto. Tips for finding UDs in Scorched. I don't actually. I'm sure we're gonna maybe need one for when we're on Scorched Earth, and we won't be able to transfer over, at least in the beginning, before we've beaten the Manticore on Alpha. And so I'll probably end up doing that as well. I would say just look at a spawn map on the wiki, if anything, if you're really not sure where they spawn. The egg. Yes, the egg incubator in Gen 2 is going to be awesome. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be awesome. Oh yeah, I wanted to test the mammoth. Okay. Which one has higher weight? Sphere. Oh, well, I guess my baby isn't fully grown yet. Let's try Sphere. So I'm going to try this new mammoth farming method. How does this even work? Tribemate Nacho was pointing out how earlier how this should not really be possible. This mammoth being picked up by a Quetzal and then just being able to like hover here. Just like, yeah, yes, I am levitating. Your earliest memory of Ark is getting excited about Kentros. Yeah, I remember when they added those. That was, I don't think I've ever actually tamed a Kentro. Maybe just once. Shout out to your boy Carbonemus. Hi, Speed. You have an awesome profile picture, man. If your friends watch me, that is that means a lot. I appreciate it. Mammoth physics. In a perfect Ark video game, it would only be Van Diesel. Van Diesel. This Van Diesel person sounds very interesting. First ever tame was a Lystro, Narla. You loved him. Rip, poor Lystro. Yeah, that's my first tame was a Dodo. Quite sure. I think I still have a screenshot of him. I think I named him Dodie or something. Something that was really cliche. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure the Quetzalcoatlus wouldn't even be able to carry a human. Probably not, yeah. You have a great Discord profile pic, Ned. So you're already in the Christmas spirit again. Thanks, Juan. This Juan guy seems really cool. I should really get to sharing your channel, Ned, with the Ark Discord admin, if that's alright. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Your first ever tame was a Carbonemus. Ark, but you tamed Dodges. Dodges? Or Dodos. Or Doges. There's a few different paths you could be going down with that word. Plan on taming 100 Dodos. So that's a fantastic goal, if I've ever heard one. Do you believe there will actually be any more TLCs? I'm really skeptical because after Genesis Part 2, Ark will be finished and there'll probably... Oh, definitely no more DLCs. They've already clarified. Ark Genesis 2 is the last DLC for Survival Evolved. Quetzalcoatl carry what Quetzalcoatl want. Yeah, that is very true. And a Quetz could carry a human. I remember seeing an article about a Pteranodon could carry up to a 5-year-old person. So Quetz carrying a full-grown one isn't that impractical. First ever tame you did was a Dilo. And because you joined your cousin, he was very insistent on taming one the second you saw it. That's funny. You guys may be you may be hearing the my voice beginning to get a little maybe breaking down a little bit. You play as Vin and tame Dodge Chargers. Oh god. My first tame was a Dilo. That's a fantastic tame. Got strong really quick. Yeah, you can make Dilos do some crazy stuff. Especially if you have a lot of them. So, I think I'm going to end the stream very soon. I just want to sum up what I iterated in the beginning, just, for any of you who joined recently, just to update you all on what's happening. So let's, I don't think I can sit down, but, yes, perfect. This is not, how do I, yes. This is perfect. Okay, so this emote pretty much perfectly sums up exactly how I feel all the time while I'm not making survival stories. I was seeing most people's first time are tiny like dodos. Okay, right. Let me continue on. So, what's going on with the survival stories? What happened to the Vanilla Evolved series? And what about evolution guides? Some of you may care about evolution guides, others may not. They are fun to make, or at least when I remembered making them, which was actually quite a few months ago. So I guess firstly, when it comes to the vanilla evolved videos, oh, I accidentally clicked a button. When it comes to the vanilla evolved videos, I feel panicked 24/7. I stopped recording at some point. There was one day where I sort of just fell off, and I was just like, well, I just want to play Ark now and not have to worry about recording it and like talking all the time. You may be able to tell, but I'm a really quiet person generally. I am not super fitting for the style of Ark playthrough series, talking all the time kind of thing. I think at some point I could do it in the future, but at some point I could do it in the future, but right now I think it's best to focus on the survival stories, which of course you all would prefer, I'm sure, over just seeing me play Ark, because arguably you all play Ark, and so seeing other people play Ark isn't as new or as probably as interesting as seeing the Explorer notes come to life. And so basically I've unlisted the vanilla evolved videos. They're going to go back into the graveyard of my failed series. My failed series that never continued and only lasted a few episodes. Certainly not at all new to that. I've had many. The graveyard is quite massive of all of these failed series, but at the end of the day, I just love to play the game undisturbed, shrink down into my corner, into my cave of death and isolation, and just play Ark, because that's just what I like to do. And recording sort of imposes on that to the point where at least recording my experience is fun for documentation purposes, for actually looking back and being like, hey, I remember that. That's fun. But in terms of being able to keep that up consistently while working on the content that I actually really like making, like the survival stories, is difficult, and it's something that I already, sort of foresee that it would be nigh impossible given the scope of the projects that I want to work on and school. And so that's what's happened to Vanilla Evolved. So for now, I think I'll just stream every now and then with these, cliche little channel update streams, and just let you guys know how everything's going, and you'll sort of see my progress on Vanilla Evolved through that exclusively. Otherwise, you can also play on Vanilla Evolved if you'd like. This server that I'm on now, I run these servers. They're in our Discord. I'll sort of send a link in chat if any of you are interested. It's on PC only, so not for consoles. So I'll just put that in chat really quick. And even if you don't play on PC, you can also join just to be a part of our community, because it's also somewhat involved with the YouTube community as well. And so generally what I like to make is I like to make content that informs people, that is helpful, that is clear and concise, and just explains things to people that they may already know, but in a way that maybe includes things that they don't know. And if they don't know, I want to make it very clear, quick, concise, just on specific topics, but not so specific that they're not going to be found or valued, and broad enough, or not too broad to the point where they're sort of just they don't contain enough information. I try and find a sort of sweet spot with that, and that's sort of, I guess, what the evolution guides are. So that's the plan right now. I want to make more of those and any other guides for other Ark information tutorial type things that you may be interested in. It's certainly, I've been in this, like I said, I've been in this spot right now with winter break, where I've been in a bit of a dead zone for creativity and content. Nonetheless, you know, still sort of working on, you know, beginning to work on the Nerva video. It's super fun and exciting. But other than that, I am in a super massive creative block when it comes to content, original content, beyond just, you know, working on the survival stories. And so if anyone decides to join Vanilla Evolved, go save Shrek, please. So unfortunately, Shrek may actually be destroyed. He may actually be destroyed at this point. But, you know, that's alright. We'll find a new Shrek, I'm sure. And so, lastly, I want to talk about the survival stories, just to sort of close off on this. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm currently working on the next one, which is for Gaius Marcellus Nerva, and on the island, of course. And this will be the last island survival story. I should really be doing something entertaining while talking about this, but other than, I guess I could get some more wood. Yes, wood. What was I saying? Yes, Nerva video. And so, working on that right now. Like I said, the voice actor for Nerva is very ill right now, unfortunately, and I'm still waiting on some revisions from him in order to make the audio perfect, in order to get all the lines correct, because there are a few, you know, as per usual with all, every time I work with a voice actor, there's always a couple mistakes in the final sort of cut that they send over. And so there are a few revisions. And so since he's sick, I don't know exactly how long that may take. So I wouldn't have any kind of ETA, certainly wouldn't have any kind of ETA. That doesn't, however, prevent us from working on it, visually working on the actual video itself, which we haven't actually done any of yet. To clarify, just to be completely transparent with you guys, we have not worked on it yet. We haven't touched the test server in weeks since we finished the Rockwell video. But New Year's Day, or close to New Year's Day, around the 2nd is when I want to shoot for actually beginning to film and get all of that set up, where we start building and everything. As far as the scope of the Nerva video and how much work it's going to be, I would argue that it's going to be definitely the most difficult thus far, mainly because we can't just... A lot of the stuff we can't just do up to our interpretation. We have to recreate many of the scenes that were in previous videos from all of the different characters, like Helena and Megan and Rockwell. They all have different interactions with Nerva, and Nerva essentially documents all of those interactions himself as well. And so what that means is that we have to recreate all of those interactions as close to one-to-one as possible, which is definitely going to make it a lot of extra work. And so I would say, generally, the Nerva video is going to be the most difficult thus far, especially because he has an army, and we're going to have many scenes with many people recreating the scenes. Oh yeah, it's going to be rough. Hey, how's it going? It's been many weeks since I've spoken to you. It will be worth it. The videos are gold. Oh yeah, it'll be plenty worth it. Mainly just because it's very satisfying from just me and I think everyone else involved. A lot of the volunteers, just we like seeing this stuff brought to life and finished. And can we join in on the recording process? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you have Arc on PC, you can certainly join the volunteer team. You just have to join our Discord server, which, like I said, you can find right there. Just gonna plug that one more time. But yeah, there in that Discord, you can apply to become a volunteer. And I'm always looking for more volunteers. We need as many volunteers as possible, more volunteers that we've ever had before, for this Nerva video especially. You don't actually need a mic. In fact, the person who body acted for Rockwell in the Rockwell survival story actually didn't have a mic the entire time, which is, can you get it on your Samsung fridge? Perhaps. But yeah, just to give you an idea, the guy who played Rockwell didn't have a mic at all. And so just imagine how interesting that was filming that. You may have also noticed it in the bloopers, sort of not hearing for Rockwell in most cases. At least you could assume it. And so anyways, yeah, mic's not entirely necessary, though it's certainly helpful. The voice quality, the person who body acted Rockwell is different from the person who voiced him. But yeah, so if you want to apply, you can find that in our Discord. Other than that, thank you guys and girls so much for everything, with subscribing to this channel and watching these videos and liking them and all of that. Thank you for your feedback about this, about me trying to do a normal playthrough. It was helpful. It made me understand that, yeah, I think it's wiser and it's in my best interest to actually just focus on the content that I like to make, that I'm really proud of, that's cinematic, instead of just, hey guys, welcome back to Vanilla Evolved. I mean, it's not necessarily cringe, but it's certainly just, it's just like, hey everybody, today we're going to be playing Ark, and that's all. But I don't mean to throw shade at all of the Ark players and content creators who do just that. But I'm saying it's probably not a good fit for me, at least right now. Can you join in your 3DS? Maybe. You might need at least a Switch Lite for that, probably. That was sarcasm, I hope. It's not always entirely obvious when I'm sarcastic. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. I hope you have a better idea of what's going on with the Nerva video. And with that, I think I'm going to share a short... Is it even wise to share a teaser? Do you guys want to hear a Scottish guy? A really cool Scottish guy, by the way. I think that we should listen to it. Do you guys want to hear a Nerva? Yes or no? You just gotta tell me, because if you don't want to hear it, that's perfectly fine. We don't have to listen to Nerva's voice at all. It's totally just an option. Just, it's just there. That's all. That's all it is. It's just out in the open. We can grab it right now and listen to it for a solid 5 seconds. It's not gonna be a long clip, and you're not gonna see anything. It's just you're just gonna hear. No, don't spoil it. That's, Daniel may be right. Guys, I don't know if we should spoil it. Pretty please. Tease us. Yes. Okay, fine. Daniel, mute the video. Don't listen. It'll be spoiled. Don't listen. Okay. It's 19 seconds, guys. Here we go. Here's your, I hope you can hear this.
Though the savage possessed a fearsome new monster, it attacked ally and enemy alike. If anything, its presence made the slaughter more complete. By the end, the Beast Queen's forces were annihilated, and she herself had fled with mortal wounds.
Whoa, it's Shrek! Oh, it is Shrek! Yes! Well. That was too much. That was way too much. Let's just... Okay. The 30 of you that are here, or 33, however many, let's just forget this ever happened. Don't tell anybody. Don't even tell anybody that this is in the stream. Just... Shh. Be quiet. Shh. Keep it a secret. It's our secret. Goosebumps. Come back, Daniel. I'm bigger than you. I'm high on the food chain. Can we just have it now? I'm sorry. All you would have right now, if you had it, would be a black screen. And many minutes of some really, really sexy audio. screen records. It's gonna the stream's gonna be saved. So I guess that's sort of my mistake. It's probably gonna be on the channel. So, anyways, with that, I shouldn't have spoiled that. I am way too bad at that. I spoil things way too much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to our amazing everything. The epic audio. Nettie needs to tame a spider. One day. But definitely, that's one of the things I have to do before I leave the island. Regardless, thank you everyone so much for watching, for tuning in. And other than that, I will talk to you soon. I would say expect the Extinction Evolution Guide next. I would say let's aim for, just a couple days. Let's get it out in a few days. So stay tuned for that in a few days. I'm genuinely setting that deadline because I think it'll push me to do it. So Extinction Evolution Guide, January 4th. Let's do it. Okay, bye everyone. Take care. Have a great night. And I will talk to you later. Bye everyone.